My line of work is I'm an actress and a VO artist. My best attribute would be that I'm extremely empathetic, which I didn't love, but it's made me so in tune, like when I'm doing character work, connecting with people, looking at their lives and different things that the character has experienced, I am able to relate more deeply. My age. I wish people would stop asking my age. I am completely over and done with quarantine. I am ready to be free. I'm ready to see the world again. I am ready to see my family. They're in Louisiana. I miss them tremendously. My sister has 4 children, so it's hard. It was hard the past couple years. What is the worst thing about being female? The worst thing, I think sometimes, is the judgment of expressing anger. I feel like it's not as acceptable for women to get angry or frustrated. And I know that I've experienced times where people say, relax, calm down, as if I'm not able to have that emotion. That I don't like. The best thing about being female would be kind of the other side of the coin. I feel like we are allowed to embrace our emotions a little bit more, so expressing something that would lead us to be tearful or sad or having a sensitive moment, we're much more embraced, and that seems to be acceptable and okay. So I think that's one of the best things about being female. The person who's had the biggest impact on my life is my boyfriend, Jason. We've been together for 8.5 years, and I feel like it was the first time that I experienced true unconditional love. And he's just the most supportive, lovely, genuine, kind, wonderful human being. And I'm so lucky to have that. I think the biggest challenge in life for me in general is being an actress and a VO artist. I audition for a lot of things, and most of them I don't get. It's heartbreaking. You pour your creative spirit into something, your soul, and you don't get it. And not getting it time after time after time, it can wear on you. It can be really painful. So it's hard sometimes to, put that level of specificity and making things really personal in the pieces of work that you do. That, I think, is probably the most challenging thing. Resilient. The word that best describes me would be resilient. I think it's been a lifelong process, but I love what I do, and that's why I keep doing it. I mean, it creatively fills me. It's wonderful. The sort of the magical moments of connection that you can experience doing acting, scene work, it's like flying. It's complete freedom. It's wonderful. I think the word that best describes my view of the world at this time would be progression. Everything's changing. We just had a pandemic and things got shut down, and I know that I took time to go inside and reflect and look at my life and sort of take a log of what's working, what isn't, and making some changes. And I am very optimistic about the world. I think I hope to see beautiful changes. Do I see an optimistic future in our country? Yes. Actually, yes, 100%. I think everything that happened with the Me Too movement, Black Lives Matter, I think we're more aware. I think we're a more sensitive culture. I think we're opening our hearts to people that are different than us and looking at their lives and, and looking at their lives and being more conscious about the things that we say and the way that we treat people. I think we're learning lessons, And I hope to see that reflected in how our society moves forward. What do I feel more often, gratitude or envy? I think I feel a mixture of both. I think sometimes I, in the past, had spent more time like on social media, and it's hard not to be envious of seeing people do the things that you want to do or be at a place that you want to be. But I think really taking account to what you have, and I know I have a lot. Even when I feel like I don't, I do. I feel like I'm very fortunate. I feel like I'm very lucky to live where I live, in the country that I live in, but also have the people in my life that I do. I'm just surrounded by incredible, powerful, loving, wonderful, kind women, friends that are just like emotional rocks and cheerleaders, and I am very grateful. What do I strive for more? Security or love? Again, it's like a mixture of both. Like, I don't want to be on the streets, but I guess I feel like I'm in a place where I have such a great loving relationship that it's sort of just a foundation in my life. And I mean, I am like, we're good. I feel like I have both, but I think I always want more, you know, and looking to, even Jason and I do work on deepening our connection, deepening our relationship, deepening that love. I mean, I want a love that stands the test of time. I want it to grow. And I also, you know, I want a roof over our heads. I want us to be happy too, so. I think I probably am a people pleaser, and I do work harder to get praise and recognition. I mean, I'm somebody that had 1 B in high school. It was in typing, and it's the reason I wasn't valedictorian. But you know, I can let that go. But even, I'm still in school, and I'm still like, it matters to me to get that A. Like, I wish it didn't. But yeah, but I will say this. I have noticed that some of the best teachers for me are the people that are so constructive in the way that they are critiquing you or criticizing you that it's a lesson. It doesn't feel like criticism. And I think that's like a true gift when people can do that, because you don't put up any of the walls. It's like, oh, okay, you can redirect more easily. That's something like I would love to be able to do that really well. Tell you about my first kiss. All right, I was 11, and it was awkward and innocent and behind a playhouse at a birthday party. I think I was in 6th grade, and you know, it was going through the phase of, you know, every couple weeks you had a different boyfriend, and it was silly and ridiculous, but yeah, that was the first kiss. When I hear the word Enfuego, what comes to mind is passionate fire. If I had one superpower, what would it be? I've always said that I would want to have the manipulation of space and time. I could go back and fix the things that I did that haunt me. If I had a bad audition, whoop, right back out, fix it. That would be, you know, kind of a selfish superpower. And I heard someone say once, I'd want the superpower to heal. And I was like, wow, that's the one. That's the one to reach for. Heal your heart, heal your soul, you know, help heal the world. I thought that was like super beautiful. Have I ever stolen anything? Yes. I stole a cinnamon gummy bear in Albertsons when I was in 4th grade. You know how they have like the candy set up that you're supposed to weigh it? Yeah, well, oops.
You got away with it.
Yes, but you know, I still have that guilt. like over this cinnamon gummy bear. And I'm sure I've stolen other things in my life, because when you think about like what stealing is, but that's the thing I think about, and there is like a shard of guilt still within me about that. I'm like, I tried to sneak out once and got down the street with my friend and then turned around and went right back in my house. If I was on a desert island with one other person, who would I want that to be? I thought about this. I was like, I think the crocodile hunter, number one, he is enthusiastic. Number two, he'd make friends with like the bugs, the birds, the like creepy crawlers, reptiles, whatever. I feel like he'd take care of that, and he'd be enthusiastic and optimistic. I feel like it'd actually be a good time, and we'd survive.
Do you think men and women are equal?
Do I think men and women are equal?
Yeah.
I absolutely think men and women are equal. I don't think everyone thinks men and women are equal, and we are treated differently. And that can be difficult sometimes and frustrating at times. And other times it works to my advantage too. But yeah, we're definitely equals and should be treated that way. If I had the chance to be one thing, super brilliant or super funny, I'd pick super funny, duh. I think that'd be way more fun. What are my thoughts about the Me Too movement? I am so grateful for the Me Too movement. And it's interesting because I was sexually harassed and couldn't identify the words I was sexually harassed for some reason until the Me Too movement. I remember feeling so angry and frustrated, and when I expressed that, I was told by men basically that I didn't have a right to be, and I was driving home like shaking, so upset. And then once that happened and I could identify that I was sexually harassed, it made sense why I was feeling these very powerful emotions. And it surprised me that I learned that lesson where I didn't think of things that way. It didn't click in my head until the Me Too movement.